Hello again. Welcome back to devlog number 26. And just in time for the end of the second cour, we finished all the bullet points and milestones from the last presentation. So, without further ado, let me show you the progress I've made. Let's start with an updated info corner. I added some new icons and implemented the leveling system for the renown stat. Instead of just having renown go like number go up, it now needs certain amounts of points before awarding the player with a new level, as indicated by the number at the icon. This basically allows me to make features unlockable depending on the current renown level. So, depending on the level, you get new upgrades for the hot spring, unlock new adventures, new quests, new events, and new characters to hire as well. Remember, this is going to be a randomized roguelite game, so I needed to have at least some incremental progress for the game state, otherwise it feels like you're just randomly playing around without visually getting closer towards a goal or challenge. And the renown level also doubles as the main win condition of a game session. That determines how well you did on your game after the fixed number of in-game days have passed, and you're presented with the summary screen that unlocks new features for a potential second play session. Also, you might have noticed that there is a new icon in the bottom right corner, because I added the servant shop to the game. And as you can see, the servant shop is just a variation of the character screen with some added extra elements. In the bottom right, it shows additional information to buy the servant. For owned servants, it also respects that you need a dorm room to provide shelter for the servant. And in case it's a free employee, it shows the daily cost of hiring that person. Keep in mind that in order to access new employees on the servant shop, you must first meet them in your game. So this is unlike servants that the guild sells directly. Who you can hire as an employee depends on what choices you make in-game and also a little bit of luck in terms of events you get. So after you've met some character and convinced her to work for you, you can then make a contract at the guild. So just in case you encounter a character that you like, but don't want to hire immediately, they simply get added to the roster here to be picked up at any point. Also, any servants you sell or fire will also be added to the guild roster again. But it didn't feel right to just present the raw data of the character like some kind of stat stick. So I decided to write a small and potentially funny little character snippet to give the player some immediate info on what they can expect from that character. So, for example, this one suggests that Mikisa is essentially a thief who was raised on the streets. And in the case of Win here, it describes her as a clumsy and kinda naive merchant. You might have noticed the small text rollout animation when switching between the characters. And yes, that's right, I added some fancy transitions when opening menus too. And it adds so much to the visuals. Look at how cool this looks. I mean, it's just a very simple scaling animation, and yet it immediately elevates the feel of the game and makes using the menus so much more satisfying. And I also added a little noise to the borders of the background elements to make the menus feel like some kind of parchment. Yeah, I'm very happy with these animations. It looks so much better than just having like these stiff panels just pop out of nowhere. So that's it for this week. We finished all the goals of Season 2, and if you want to read up on them again, you can check out episode 18. For the next video, I will go back to the semi-live development because someone in the comments specifically requested an actual step-by-step tutorial on how to write a visual novel system in Godot. So yeah, we will deliver on that in the next video. And when we're done with that, then all the game systems are finally ready to play, so we can hop straight into the actual first ever content creation session of Kemono Springs. After almost 8 months of just building the framework and game systems, it's finally coming together. But that's it for today. Have a nice week, and as always, toodles!